This video will contain major Pokemon Sun and Moon spoilers.
You have been warned.
So, the Ultra Beasts, kind of mysterious creatures from a reality that come through ultra wormholes, distortions in time and space that allow them to hop dimensions. And if you've been in the Pokemon community for a while, odds are you've likely heard of a glitch Pokemon called Missingno.
There might be more than one of these things,
but we're gonna go off of the most well-known version. Alright. Which resembles a weird
Tetris ball.
A weird Tetris L. A weird L shape. A weird pixelated. A weird garbage layer L shape.
We'll briefly go over how this is triggered. Go to Viridian City.
No, go to Viridian City. Talk to the old man to catch a Pokemon. Or you watch him catch the Weedle. Don't get into any battles, but fly. I just in a bar island and go surf on the coast of Cinnabar, and surf on the coast of the island. Do not go onto the route. Just surf on the tide isles right between the land and the ocean. Just keep surfing up and down until you encounter something. If you have the right kind of digits, if you have the right kind of things in certain slots in your names, you will be able to encounter different Pokemon. Most of the time, you'll be able to encounter this thing called Missingno.
You might be wondering, how does the Missingno show up?
Well, when you ask the old man to catch Pokemon, the data for the name that shows up in battle is changed from your name to old man. Your name is moved into the storage bridge, which affects where wild Pokemon can be encountered. Now, without going to another place that you can encounter wild Pokemon in, just going to Cinnabar Island, and then you can surf up and down in a place where you're normally not supposed to encounter Pokemon, but since you're in the water, you should be able to. So it's like, if I do this, that would mean. Well, I have to put some data, so it reads whatever's nearest to and it reads your name, which is stored there temporarily. And it's like, this code means this, so this Pokemon should appear here. Sometimes Missingno shows up.
So, it can actually appear in many different forms, such as
Ghost.
The two fossils.
The fossils of Kabutops and Aerodactyl. No one will start off. No, and its most well-known form, a weird tiered L-shaped block that seems to be just a garbled mess of pixels.
Oh yeah, just a note. This is the only stable one to catch. Try and catch the other three forms that are previously mentioned. Your game will
crash.
I don't think it. Also, for the last time, catching Missingno was safe. It does not corrupt your save file.
The most it corrupts is your Hall of Fame.
Your Hall of Fame data, which is actually pretty funny.
Which, unless you're super attached to that for some reason, it's actually more fun to look at than anything.
That only happens if you catch it. It also
you just encounter it and kill it, and you don't even need to catch it for it to duplicate the item in your 6th slot of your bag.
Now that alone is a bizarre thing to include. Well, they might have had an explanation that this is actually where all that leftover date, where the other 40 Pokemon that were supposed to be in
the other 200 Pokemon that were supposed to...
109 out of the 190.
Yeah, were the other 49 Pokemon on plan for Red and Blue.
However, due to time constraints,
and later reused in almost all Gen 2, and a couple that weren't able to be used till Gen 3.
Okay, but what does this have to do with the Ultra Beasts? Well, have you noticed how it shows up? You you do very specific methods.
Such as talking to an old man.
And going to an island.
And surfing up and down. And running around a spot until you have a chance to encounter something after completing these specific steps.
And then it won't help. And can we not forget about it? Missingno's another glitch you can run into via this. M. A bizarre one. So weird that it can, if you level it up just once,
it'll evolve into either Kangaskhan, or if you cancel the evolution of times, Nidoking, right?
No, then it
right
won't.
On.
Yeah.
Yeah, from there on out, it'll just be normal Pokemon. The only difference will be its weird moveset.
Yeah. Missingno, and then it will, effects will include erasing permanently messing with Hall of Fame data, duplicating the item in your 6th slot, and what are its moves, you're wondering? Well, Sky Attack.
Hyper Beam.
No, it doesn't know Hyper Beam.
Sky Attack and Water Gun. Twice.
Why would it know Water Gun on 2 times?
Who knows? Anyways, though.
But what does this have to do with the Ultra Beast, you're wondering?
6th slot. How many Pokemon are related into the Ultra Beast side quest in any given game? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Buzzwole or Pheromosa. Zerkatree, Celestial or Kartana, Guzzlord, and the Crowsmot, which you will unlock after beating the side quest. Right?
Yep. So,
how could Missingno be an Ultra Beast, though? I hear you asking.
Well, did you notice how I said permanently corrupting Hall of Fame data?
Well, people who go through Ultra Wormholes tend to forget a lot of things. So, yeah. Who's to say contact with one of the less stable Ultra Beasts wouldn't do the same thing?
Why do you think Missingno has that Missingno also has that never before or heard of normal and
bird type?
You might think it's just a prototype flying type. But it's weird. Weird. It has. And it. Keep in mind. So, as we were saying about this, Missingno's all. You might. I don't remember. You might. And don't forget, it'll give you 120. Eight of each. Eight of the item in the 6th slot.
Look, kind of always specific.
Why 128?
I don't answer that part.
Well,
Strange. Memory loss. Bringing more multiple of something that should be very rare into existence. Look at.
Or talking to an old man. Okay, you don't.
Basically, at this rate, we don't really have anything else to talk about on this theory.
I expected we were going to have more to say.
We'll be uploading another Missingno related video after midnight. Peace out, my friends. Stay tuned.